Hey guys, it's Jonesy. Flight number 2 on the APM 2.5. Maiden flight was successful. Tested loiter, all seemed to work pretty good, which is cool. I really want to test the return to launch, return to land, or whatever they call it, or the oh shit, come back switch. If it's all working correctly, it should come back and hover, I think it was 2 meters off of the home position, which is about where it is, well, which is where it is now. So we'll give that a go. So that's loiter. I haven't changed these switches at all. So that's loiter. Pretty happy with that. I don't really think you could expect more than that. Number 2 position I've got is altitude hold. So this is altitude hold. You can throttle it up, but it actually disables the throttle, and you basically just have pitch and roll in yaw. But if you do go full throttle up, it does. It will rise. There's like a dead band in the middle. So that's altitude hold. You can fly it around like that, but I don't know why you'd want to do that. It's pretty boring. So that's loiter, and it's locked into loiter pretty well. Yeah, pretty happy with that. So I'm just going to go back to stabilize mode and just get my bearings a little bit. So return to land, there's a couple of settings in there. The first one is it will rise to at least 15 meters before it starts to return home. So I don't think that's probably not 15 meters. No, that's nowhere near 15 meters, so I might actually just put it out this way a bit over the grass. And I've got my return to land on my aux2 switch. So I'm about to flick that, and I'm about to flick it right now. So there it goes, up to 15 meters. 15 meters. And it's coming back, and it's gone a little bit too far. And I'm just going to move back a bit. And it's coming down, and it looks pretty good actually. And there we go. It's probably about a half a metre off of where I took off from. So it's hovering 2 meters above the ground in return to home mode. So I'm going to go back to stabilize mode now, and there we go, back to stabilize mode. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. The setting in the APM, you can change to 0 instead of 2 meters, and it will actually land itself. And if you throttle down at that stage, it will automatically shut off the motors. So I'm going to flick return to home with it way out there now. and it was already up about 15 meters, so that was pretty good. There are settings in the APM as well where you can change the speed when it's doing these maneuvers, going from waypoint to waypoint or returning to home. And it's slightly overshot again, only by a fraction. And it's now coming down. And there we go. So again, within about half a metre of where I took off from. So yeah, definitely within half a metre of where I took off from. So I'm pretty happy with that. So it's basically in loiter mode there now. And I'm just going to flick the aux2 back to stabilise mode. And we've regained control again. And I've still got about 4 minutes left on my battery. So I might send it off down this way. Down there, I'm going to flick return to home again. So it's risen slightly to 15 meters, and it's now starting to slowly come back. There's a bit of a crosswind there, so it's kind of having to fight that. And I'm just going to move back a bit again. And it's interesting too that it returns to home in exactly the same orientation that you flick the switch. So I was facing out to my left, and it's returned to home exactly straight back. And that's landed for some reason. I'm not too sure why. So that was interesting. Wasn't expecting it to do that. I was expecting it to hover again about 2 meters above the ground. So for some reason that's come down and landed. So I'm not sure whether the battery might have been running down, but anyway, pretty happy with the way that works. This is where I took off from, right here. So yeah, couple of meters out. So there we go, that's returned to home. I'll have to quickly read up about what it did just there at the end. It wasn't supposed to do that, but maybe the battery, I've just run it down a bit too far. I'll check that when I recharge it. So pretty happy with that all over. So that was the last pack for today. I've got to get back on the road, and thanks for watching. See ya.